good, everybody? It is Thursday night, and we are ready to get back into another one. We're going to be talking about Fallout Season 2, Episode 4, and we got some of the best in the business to do it. We brought her back. We got the one and only Manic Meeks in the house. What's good tonight? How we doing?
Better. A little drunk. We're okay.
Always good to be a little buzzed up. Always makes it a little more fun. Let's get it. How we doing tonight, Phantom DC?
Yo, what is good, everyone? And oh my gosh, the freaking Deathclaw. Run.
Deathclaw, you gotta be afraid of somebody. What's up? We got the one, the only Vault AK in the house. How you doing tonight?
We over here. I am being accosted by the Ix, but I am here to talk about these Fallout activities. Let's go.
Oh, let's get into it. Had just a couple of difficulties in the beginning, but we got them all worked out. Now we're ready to get into it. Fallout Season 2, Episode 4, The Demon in the Snow. And we flash back in time to when Coop was like in the Marines. And I really liked how they showed us like the malfunctioning suits that Coop was telling Bud Haskins about last week. Because like I was thinking about it, but it was a lot more like actually seeing them like mess up in action like that. Cost a lot of good people their lives out there. Like the visual made it so much more impactful. Mm-hmm. But I also remember they said it never been fixed. I also remember they said it was Charlie that saved Coop's life, but in this scene, it kind of seemed that it was Coop that saved Charlie's life by disobeying a direct order. Like he sent him back with his malfunctioning suit rather than forward into certain death. So, like, is that going to come back to bite anybody in the ass, Meeks?
I wouldn't think so. I feel like that whole situation, it was told differently to cover for the fact that things were there that shouldn't have been there. They shouldn't have seen. So I think eventually Charlie did make his way back and drag Coop, but bodies were already on the ground. So you got to make the story plausible.
You think is that what they're talking about? Is it this kind of scene? Like maybe since Coop was out, it was Charlie that came back and got him out of there?
That's what I'm thinking.
Or was it just a completely different scenario altogether? Because that was wild. I mean, his suit was messed up too, but at least he got him back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's incredible. After sending Charlie back, he turns and heads and hears this odd roar, and he walks towards a burning plane and seems to see something in the flames, just can't quite make it out. And while trying to see better, he starts to take gunfire from the Reds, and he took a shot to the knee, which now makes his suit malfunction. He can no longer move. So, like, I don't even know. What do you do in that situation? Like, why did he drop his gun? Like, when he fell over, he dropped his gun and now was just stuck helpless in the snow. Like, I don't know.
He couldn't move.
First off, I'm hearing roaring. Why am I approaching towards the roaring freaking noise? And secondly, it's like
we're not doing that.
Like that part. I was on the assumption like all these creatures and stuff appeared after the bombing and the whole radiation and crap, but it seems like it's before that. So yes. I'm guessing people like, what the hell? And if so, then like again, why you approach the damn noise?
I could tell you if you really want to know. Because it's kind of like a blurb. A lot of people who are fans of Fallout didn't realize it because they only started with like Fallout 3. But in the Fallout 2 official handbook, there's a blurb that tells you exactly where Deathclaws came from. And they were pre-war, and it was the government experimenting because they wanted to get the troops out of the field. And they wanted somebody else in the field who could do more damage. So they were experimenting with chameleons and putting all types of stuff together, and they came up with the Deathclaws. After the bombs, then after the bombs, the Deathclaws further mutated and became badasseries from the radiation, and it just kind of like spread.
I was dying with this armor. Like they said, the other people stopped shooting and come over to examine it, and like I just was like, put your visor back down before you get shot in the face.
He couldn't do anything. Remember, it was frozen up. He couldn't move.
Well, his knee was frozen up.
No, his whole suit was frozen up.
It was the whole suit.
Yeah, yeah. It sparked from his knee, and then it went to his arm, and he just like, and he tipped over. You notice he tipped over like a little. Yeah, he couldn't move.
That soldier studies him and says that one day soon their generals will have them donning these suits as well. And when they get asked to do so, they'll give the same answer this guy did. Okie dokie. That's kind of crazy how they keep this little saying back, even from the other sides. Like, interesting for that woman to use the same tagline as Lucy. Like, you think they grabbed her DNA or something, and maybe like now she's part of Lucy? Like that was just.
I thought she was just like mocking them. I thought that's like an American saying, so I thought she was just again just mock, like, oh, eventually we're gonna take your suits, and I'm guessing y'all always would say okie dokie. So that's how I saw it.
It don't matter though. Where's she at?
Do you think those soldiers were gonna kill Coop? or on that fact, like he was harmless and stuck and unable to move, like would they have just left him there? Demise, or were
Actually,
they
now,
cutting out.
Robot.
What's up,
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, you're cutting out, Phantom.
Come back.
You might have to bounce out and bounce back in.
You might have to. Oh, is he back?
I don't hear it.
No. All right, what was the question again, DJ?
The kids will just keep on going. Oh, did you think they were going to kill him or leave him to his own demise? Those other soldiers.
Thought they were going to kill him. I mean, leaving him to his own demise might have also been a death sentence too. But yeah, I didn't think they would let him live at all.
They were just kind of walking over there messing with him, almost felt sorry for him. They knew he was down and out and nothing he could do. Like, if you leave him there, he probably will just.
But he's also the enemy.
Yeah, it's definitely war.
Well, we don't get to see what choice they would have made. Because as they were talking, Coop saw the image that was growling earlier appear behind him, and it did not look like anything nice. Like, it tore through those soldiers like a hot knife through butter. Like, so what you're saying, that creature was created in a vault, and that's part of the real game?
No vault. It was created by the United States government. This is all pre-war. Remember the Alaskan frontier? That's when they were fighting.
Oh wow!
And it was like a somewhere between 6 and 9 year war, like 2040 something maybe, or 2050 something to 2060 something. No, this is all pre-war. So they were just experimenting on ways to preserve American lives and get them out of harm's way while still doing damage to the enemies. Because it was, morale, people dying in war, all this other stuff. But yeah, it was all pre-war, pre-bombs, them playing around, fucking around, and then they found out.
It's so awesome having somebody that knows something all about the games that can let us know like what's really part of it, what's not, what's kind of added in this thing.
I would like to add to that also. These things are very accurate to what they look like. Like I think Meeks has seen like what in the real game what they look like, but in they're also in Fallout Shelter, and yeah, they're mean and they come in, wreck shop, steal your resources, plummet your morale, and then they run away just for shits and giggles.
Oh wow, that's no good. Well, the creature made its way to Coop, but he was immobile, so it kind of left him unharmed. Is that why it didn't mess with him, or if it's like really part of the Marines, did they know like it's on the American side, so it knew not to mess with him?
I can give you some theories that we're all discussing in the fandom.
I'm here for it.
Well, since they are made by the U.S., they're in. I think it's Fallout 1. I want to say is it Fallout 1 or Fallout 2? There's a group of Deathclaws. Oh no, where's he going?
Wait. Oh no, he's just off screen. He's here.
Okay. There's a group of Deathclaws that are actually intelligent and talking. There's a vault. Oh, yeah, there's a vault of them, and they were just like talking, walking, and cooling, and they could speak. They could mimic human language, and one of them could actually speak. So people are suggesting that the reason why the Deathclaw didn't attack was because it knew that Coop was a U.S. Marine, and while he was growling, some people thought that the Deathclaw said Marine. I'm like, I was listening to it. I was like, I could understand how you would be like, but I can't follow through with that because there's no other information or no other proof of that. I like that theory though.
I was about to say, the other one, Deathclaw.
Okay.
You said what?
Oh yeah.
Who speaks Deathclaw? How did they know what it said?
Deathclaw would speak English. That's what they're doing.
English, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's really interesting to me because there's another creator that I follow who is a veteran, and she has said that a lot of experimentation is done on soldiers. So not saying that they were made from soldiers, but there could be some correlation there. That's interesting. That I like that theory a lot. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Fandom, you good?
The Reds got me.
Changed your whole picture and everything. Came through different.
Right.
The guy that come through as a different avatar.
Came in with the Wonder Man hat.
Clone number 2. Oh man. So what's up, fandom? That thing didn't attack Cooper. Was that because it didn't view him as a threat, or was that creature made to fight for the US, or is that what like Coop and Charlie were out there looking for in the first place because they were out there searching for something? Is that what they were searching for?
I think it's either A, it was made for the US, 2, it probably got some of Coop's DNA, or 3, Plot convenience.
Oh, Phil, that's crazy. So what's up, Meeks? You know about it. They were out there searching for something. Coop's like, we're like messed up. We need to turn around. They're like, no, you need to keep looking for it. Is that what they were looking for?
I don't think so. I think that they were just looking for a way to break through the enemy lines. But at the beginning, that helicopter or vertibird crashed. It could have been on that because it did come up at the wreckage. So it kind of makes sense to me that they were trying to transport it down there and see what it could do. But remember, the colonel tell them to keep going forward, and he made Charlie go back.
Exactly. And they were searching for something specific.
I don't think that they were searching for it. I think that they were trying to bait. I think that the government was trying to bait the thing out because they knew something was on there. So like, bait it out, see what happens. And they saw what happens. And no one ever talked about it again because I don't think Coop ever mentioned it to like anybody else. Otherwise it would have been a problem and Coop wouldn't be out here because Coop would have been sent to the higher heavens. They would have got rid of his ass.
Yep.
So I don't think that they were looking for that. But
that's what I was wondering. I'm like, they were out there looking for something, and he's like, we don't see it. Can we come back? His suit's messed up. And they're like, negative, keep looking for it. So I'm like, what was so important that they have to just, even in messed up suits, stay out there looking for it?
You gotta get the reds.
So what? Yeah, I don't know. I want to know, like, was that the thing they were looking for, or was it something else? That's crazy. But we're all on the same thing, that basically that was U.S. built, and it was there to fight for the U.S., and that's why it didn't go through.
I think so.
That was our Godzilla.
Yeah.
Cat F gets on the radio and says the Reds are on retreat. The island is secure. Congratulations, soldier. You did it. They already. Do you think they already knew about the monster then?
Who was they?
Fight for us. The guys on the comms that were like, "Congratulations, soldiers, you did it." Did they know it was that monster out there cleaning house, and he's just a soldier? Like, you did it, soldiers, and he was just another soldier.
I would like to say yes. I would like to say they were just saying, "Yay, you made it," to anybody who made it. It wasn't too like, like, "Hey, you made it! Yay, look at you! High five!" It was like one of those. It wasn't just like you specifically passed the test or anything. It was just like, you made it. You're alive. They
said specifically, the Reds are on retreat. The Reds are on retreat. Congratulations, soldiers, you did it. So I'm like, it's almost like they knew that this thing was out there swiping Reds and getting it for them.
I think it's more that they pushed the Reds back. It's more when you think about the battle of the Alaskan frontier, it was a lot of mini battles that were taking place that were very important. They had to push them back over onto, is it the Russian side or the Chinese side that's close? I can never remember exactly which one is close. Russia. They tried to push them back over there. And so they were doing it battle by battle, inching up. And the more they inched up, the more they pushed them back, and they were able to secure the spots that they had lost because they're trying to recover the land that they lost.
Right. But the way Coop was trying to say it wasn't us, he was like all out and could barely speak, but he's like, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. I kind of feel like they already knew it wasn't them.
I don't think they knew. I don't think they knew because of how secret Deathclaws. Not when I tell you Deathclaws were secret. Deathclaws were secret. I'm trying to keep the name out, but Deathclaws were secret. Only a small sect of the American government knew about Deathclaw research and an R&D. Only a small bit.
Okay. Thaddeus, on a one-track mind after being saved, is like, well, great for seeing you again, Maximus. You should probably be leaving now, like trying to sound all friendly, but go on, get out of here. I was like, he is just evil.
And he was smart. He was literally off to go get those bottle caps. I'm like, goddamn right you should.
Get all the money. With me. That's easy to carry. I'm taking duffel bags full. But just then they hear the vertibirds coming in, and the Brotherhood has tracked them there. So Maximus tells Thaddeus he has to put on the suit or they'll all be killed, including him. And Thaddeus is just like, he's smart enough to realize that to be the truth of it. But he was like, I'm a really good runner. I'm a good runner. Like, I'm kind of surprised he didn't say screw it and just bounce. Did he actually care about these kids at all? And that's why he didn't do it? Or did he not think he'd be able to get away, AK?
I think he had some care for the kids. And he wanted to make sure they were okay. But at the same time, how well are you actually going to be able to protect them if the Brotherhood comes after you? So maybe cooperating with Maximus and coming up with something to lead them astray. There's older kids there. They know. They also know the game. They could help take care of them. And maybe he'll circle back to them later. I don't know.
Phantom, are you as lost as I am? Like, what are the different stages of the ghouls? Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, where do they come? How long do they stay? How good? Like, because you're a fellow non-game player, I'm guessing Meeks might have a little better idea about it. You don't?
It seems like it seems like right now he's still like in early stages because he still has his nose, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and the kids have it though.
But you're not born like that. So these kids could have been around longer than Thaddeus, which is what happens. Like your body falls out and I don't want to say solidify, but whatever their skin does, where it's like scrambled, marbled, and it's
looking like grayscale.
Yeah, like wrinkly from smooth skin. It doesn't. There's no time frame on it. There's no like, hey, if you make it 10 years with this, then you're going to turn into that, and this falls off and this falls off. It all depends on the person. Like it's all just the person and their biology and how the radiation affects them. That's literally it.
Okay.
Gradual radiation. Yep.
I'm like, how are their little? I mean, I didn't think they were born that way, but how are these ghouls? Like, how are they made? Is it just the radiation taking over their skin and them like transforming?
I think that's what it is. It's a mutation.
I guess the first batch was like radiation, or even probably now still is, or the whole Thaddeus route where he inhaled something and he started turning.
Yeah, I really want to know what he inhaled. I got an idea, but I need to know. I need an answer.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, I just want to know, how are they made? How's it go? Because he was made just by inhaling it. Is that how it all is, or is it just living out there on the like? I need to know.
It depends.
Rules and how
what he has is not technically radiation. It could be a thing. It could be an actual thing. And I'm not gonna Is this
like a virus that turns you on?
Hold on a second. Let me go to this right quick. See what this pops up
at. She gotta check the Carfax.
I gotta check the Carfax.
Oh, because that's my thing. Like, does it get worse over time?
Yes, like at a certain point your body stops, but like with Roger in season 1, your mind will still keep going. So if you don't have a constant source of like radiation around or whatever they were taking in that thing, then you would slide back. But that thing is also show made, so we still don't know exactly what it is. That's what the problem is. That thing that they took was show made.
Because that's another question. It's like, does he have to take the same vials that our ghoul does? Because he kind of took something that turned him into that. So does that give him like a different set of things? Or
he will have to take it eventually, but right now he's not even fully a ghoul yet.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's turning into
right.
Gotcha. So Thaddeus dons the armor and for the time being passes for Xander, and they make their way back to the base. Like, what are all the kids gonna do while he's gone? Like, they're going to keep twisting bottle caps? They're going to go on their merry way? Like, who's watching these kids while no adults are there?
If I were them, relocate, because just in case if they figure out, wait, this is where the guy from the Commonwealth died, let's collect his bio or whatever. Just like search the area. Oh, wait, what are these ghoul kids doing here? Shoot them down. So collect the bottle caps, buy a new place.
Get out. And take that armor. That's worth a lot.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Isn't the armor low jack?
Because if the core is still there too, you can use that.
Yeah, they're going to need to absolutely scramble and get the hell out of Dodge.
That's worth it. Well, Lucy wakes up in unfamiliar surroundings. Like, how nervous would you be waking up in the wastelands like that, seeing you're having some foreign fluid just pumped into you, Meeks?
Well, I mean, considering where she was, I'd be like, bitch, I'm alive. Bitch, last time you were lucid, you were hanging on a cross. So I would be relieved and then back to concern because I don't know what this thing is, but I mean, whatever it is worked. My lips ain't chapped no more. You know what I'm saying? I got some life to my skin.
I was able to wake up.
I would be freaking out a little bit. I'd just be like,
absolutely.
Get this out my arm. What did you do to me? And where the hell am I? Like, how harsh? I mean, that's just like, you wake up and instantly realize that the people who just saved you are the same ones whose lives were absolutely ruined by your father blowing up their home. Like, I mean, just the inner turmoil going on. How do you deal with that, Phantom?
Good thing she didn't mention that part. Even the ghoul mentioned that too. He's like, oh, if you told on that was like your fault that blew up Shady Sands, they would have side-eyed you too and probably took that IV right out your freaking wrist.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely killed you. You think they would have like taken out retribution on Lucy for what her father did, AK?
I think it's highly possible. Could they not have done it? Yeah, maybe, but this is the wasteland right now, and they literally still think all those folks are still going to be there when they get home. They have had no news of the events. So yeah,
to be
I
the
think
good
they would
guys.
want revenge.
But how far away are they that they didn't see a big ass implosion? They didn't see the bombs go off or hear them. Like, how far are you exactly?
Pretty far.
They're
Pretty
far.
far.
They're
Pretty far.
very far.
They would have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the map on this, they're shifting the terrain a bit, but technically Shady Sands is not near New Vegas. It's like California is on this side, and that's where Shady Sands is here, and then New Vegas is here.
Oh,
so they wouldn't have been able
Yep.
to see it. It's far.
Okay.
Like they knew about it because word of mouth spread and stuff, and they might have like seen maybe a cloud in the distance or something. But there's some space to it because Lucy started out in California, and then she made her way to New Vegas with
right.
So
yeah,
travel.
The ghoul was quick to pipe in. Well, the past is the past. Like, don't you say a word about who your father
Hakuna
is.
Matata.
Lucy quickly picked up as he was laying down and said, well, time for us to be on our way. We are looking for someone, but thanks for all you did. You're some of the nicest folks ever, man.
She finally understood the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And got it right. Captain Rodriguez asked someone like you care about or someone you hate. And the ghoul was very interested in that question. Like, what do we think's going to happen when they finally do run into her father, Phantom?
I mean, it's obvious. Once they like run into the father, tie him down, learn where the hell the ghoul's family is. After that, what's the true justice that Lucy's gonna give him? I don't think she's gonna kill him though. Like she's not there yet.
Feel about. How about you, me? You've kind of seen it. Have you seen it, AK already? Have you seen?
I've seen it, but
she's
still,
not the finale. But yeah.
I have seen. Yeah, I have seen. I don't think I watched the finale, but I did see the next episode.
Finale is next week.
Yeah, the finale's not even out yet.
And they should damn drop it already. They dropped like all of season 1 all at the same time.
That's because they didn't know how it was going to take. Now they know it's successful.
So yeah, so they got to drag it out so they make sure people re-up their monthly subscriptions.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get it in to see if we could catch up to it, but that's all right. We'll be a week behind. But Captain Rodriguez said she asked Lucy if she wanted to join. And do you think was the ghoul ever actually worried that she would join them? Like he was never really sweating that, was he?
No, because she had a mission. She had a goal. Joining them defeated the purpose of what she's out here for. She got to find her dad.
Yeah, I was like, she said that. She's like, what? You're worried about I was going to join them? They're just another group with matching jackets to me. So I was like, I didn't really get the feeling she was ever ready to pounce with them. That was weird. But Rodriguez said the NCR was about bringing justice to the wasteland, and they almost did. So is that another reason Lucy's dad bombed the place? Like he realized, if they did come up, that it wouldn't be the Vaulties that were the ones in power. It actually
you got damn right.
Yep.
Yes.
They had started and created a civilization.
Yeah, they said as much in season 1, I think, because he would argue with his wife once she found out what was going on with the I think it was
water.
The water system was also an issue, and she took it upon herself, following whatever clues she found, to go outside and took the kids with her. And then she found Shady Sands. It was like, wait a minute, okay, my whole fucking life is a lie. This shit can't actually keep going. We don't need to be in these vaults. But of course, it's Vault Tech. They are not going to have anyone not dependent on them. That's why they're the ones that dropped the bombs in the first place. That's exactly what it was. If too many people, if any of the other Vault folks know that Shady Sands or anything like that exists, they're going to want to leave. Naturally,
everybody wants out.
So to keep power, he chose to kill his wife, kill everyone there, turn it into a crater, and take his kids and fuck off back to the vault. Just for his ego.
Yeah, she found out. She knew people were living up there because the water levels were dropping, which means people were using up the water, which means there had to be people up top. So you think he already knew that there were people up top, and he was just mad that she had finally caught on, or did she alert him?
I think she alerted him. I don't think that.
You so?
I do.
How would they monitor the surface?
Yeah.
How would they monitor that far? How would they know?
Right.
They're underground.
Right.
So that's why unless they do have sensors that we haven't seen or know about, or some kind of sonar or something. But yeah, it's like that's what I think. I think she's the one that alerted it. And he was like, nope. Yeah. We have a contingency plan for this, and it's blown.
Exactly. And button. It's called push.
The button.
Right.
Exactly.
Let's not fix the shit that we see now can be fixed. Let's just continue here because I get to keep my power.
Of course, blow it up. Kaboomy.
Lucy said she was never thinking about joining them. Like I said, they were just matching jackets. Does she not plan on ever going back to the vault? Like, isn't that exactly what all vaulties are? Matching jackets?
Yes.
So, so what's the difference? Like, is she not planning on going there and being a matching jacket anymore? Like, what's going through Lucy's head right now, Meeks?
I think her plan is to go back to the vault. Her plan is to find her dad and bring him back to the vault for justice. But I'm just like, girl, that's dumb. Be nice. That's dumb to go across the wasteland to drag your dad back to do what? That's why Coop is like, and what are you gonna do? And then what? Because he's like, I hear your plan. You have it written down on paper, but how are you gonna, like, after you get to this point where you have to decide what to do? What are you gonna do? You don't know yet.
After Lucy's been free and dealt with all this, as miserable as it is, do you think she could really go back to living in a vault?
I would. I mean, for what you saw near the end of the episode, the moment I saw that, I've been like, yeah, nicest vault. Let me go back.
I don't know.
Even Norm, when he got out, everybody else was like, this is a travesty. But Norm, who had lived in a vault all his life, came out and was like, this is beautiful.
Because what did he saw? A beautiful sunset, nice view. He didn't see the damn horrors. Did he see a big ass roach? Did he see the scorpions? Like, come on now. Did he drink the freaking bad radiation water? No. Of course he's loving it. It's paradise.
The bad, absolutely.
And on top of that, remember, he was like literally in Vault 31, food deprived, barely drinking water. Of course it's paradise right now.
But I mean, if you look at what they did with Shady Sands, wasn't Shady Sands pretty much paradise? They had gotten clean water. They were starting to make their way. They had a town and civilization back up and running. Like,
but that was
living in a vault.
That was their interference that caused that. I'm like, eventually, expansion and all those problems come with it. But for at the time, they were okay until Hank was like, not today, not today.
But
I don't think that they would, because that's part of the story in Fallout 1 where they tasked somebody with going out there to find the water chip, and this person had this adventure. Found the water chip and got back and was like, I got it, y'all. Great. Now let me back in. They were like, thank you for the chip, but you can't come in no more. You're nasty. And they closed his ass out. They did.
I think that is exactly what will happen with Lucy and Norm. I don't think Pop is going to make it back. But I do think that at some point in time, somewhere, Lucy and her brother are going to link up. And they'll start comparing notes. And they'll both try to go back, but just like the Traveler in the game, they're not going to be allowed back in.
I think as much as Lucy's talking smack about it, I don't think she'd want back in. And especially like things are going bad down there. Like 32 is going down. They're losing water. They're losing supplies. They can't grow anything anymore because they don't have any water. Like, they got issues.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's
legit. I would try to, because a lot of time is going to pass. I think I would try to go back to Vault 4. Like, hey, we've repented, or just somewhere else, because I wouldn't want to stay in the wasteland.
No, yeah, the vaults are where it's at, nice and safe for sure. But I mean, I'd want to be able to go and come like they do in Vault 4. Like, I'd want to leave if I wanted to, come back. Like, I'd want that in and out privilege. I'm not trying to be stuck.
She could look up and find another vault, or actually they really could just go back to Vault 31.
Yeah, get it restart. Go to other vaults, get some repair pieces, and then basically come back, or go to Philly and get some repairs and come back. And
their filtration system for water is still working. I think.
Go get it done. Because down in Vault 33, Betty is losing all sense of control. Like, she gave Reg the idea for a group meeting, but unknowingly sabotaged herself. Like, King is like okay in his snack budget. Are you kidding me? Like, heavy is the head indeed. I'm guessing she kept Reg here because she thought he'd be easy to manage, but now it seems not so much. How do you think Steph would have handled this problem, AK?
He would have met a very unfortunate accident would have happened, and it would be a total fluke. But everyone knows he's a bit clumsy and a bit awkward, and he just tripped and fell, and oh no, his head hit the corner, and now we can't save him.
That's better than listen. First person to be lost in the silence.
Right. I mean, and for real, I don't understand why this is the thing that Blind Owl did. That's a Deadpool reference for y'all that may not know. Why did Blind Owl even make this suggestion?
Because she just wanted him away.
But
she was like, "You getting on my nerves."
And I understand that. But in all of these situations, she has been a lot smarter in her movements. And here, while you know resources are dwindling, you have an ongoing problem that you cannot figure out exactly how to fix yet. And you want to raise resources on another group gathering.
That's because she wanted to concentrate.
Yeah,
she didn't think anybody would follow him up. Like she was like, I just need you to get out of my face.
She could have thought of anything else.
Like a frustrated mom, get out of my face.
Go anything else.
Go do something. Just go.
Exactly.
Go look. Make a vault. You know, in Fallout Shelter, there's a room that you can build that is like a radio station, kind of like the guy in the show that does all the radio. Make him a freaking DJ or something. Give him the old records that to play over the intercom. Do something like that. No extra resources needed. Why would you make a social club where there's going to be food and drink? That's dumb.
Was like, just get out of my face. And she was just thinking at the get out of my face part, not the after.
And she didn't figure again. She didn't think enough people would be going to his meeting, like he was at first with 3 people there, and 2 of them left. She figured it'd be like that.
Like, look,
okay, your snack budget's okay, and I got 2 extra cookies for you. She didn't know it was
right. Like everyone isn't going through like extreme PTSD and trauma because they have never had to deal with the shit they just had to deal with over the past 3 weeks. So no, that's folly. Of course, people are going to join because they want some sense of normality back in their lives when they could live carefree.
Right, but they didn't. Like when he started it, there was literally 3 people there, and 2 of them were like, "This ain't."
They're actually involved in trying to like change rules, and he was like, "Girl, we just here to talk."
Like, no, we're trying to change the thing. We're on a new day. Reg is either too stupid or too vain to be left to his own devices. Like, can he really be that naive? Because I really don't believe he is.
Yes.
Like, he lost that election to Betty, but now he sees like her approval rating dropping. Like, is he really dumb enough to dry out the entire vault just for a couple weeks of popularity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
he
because
said
when you never had to worry about anything before, like he's never had to worry about anything. So them saying like the water is low and then the rations are low, that doesn't mind to him. He's always been in a vault where there's plenty of it. Like, what do you mean the water's low? The water's not low. Like, I don't care. You'll fix it, whatever. He's not worried about the bigger picture.
And why wouldn't Betty like put her foot down, like, and take the water back? Like, I'd have been like, "You are a rabbit ass mind. You think I'm letting you take all those rations?"
The finger would have came out like.
Forget the finger. They do have a semblance of a security team there. This man is not going to be fighting anybody off. Have 2 of them snatch him up and sit him down in a room so we can come to an understanding and have a conversation. That could have been easily handled.
Yeah, and it sure wouldn't have been handled. Like, she was so scared about losing control. Like, you're unlike me, like your popularity ratings are in the hole. So he thinks he can get away with it.
Yeah, that she's so fixed on it that she can't see every move she's making now is just building on animosity.
Like, seeing this and hearing later that Betty came from solving, like, maybe Stephanie actually is the better person to be overseer. Like, she's not afraid to make those tough choices. Like, you ain't taking that water in Stephanie's fault. Like, that water's gonna stay right here. So
look, for all the shit that we have talked about Steph, look, she about that life. And she gets results.
It's very much
and
Joffrey.
I feel her.
Very much Joffrey.
I don't know if I say Joffrey.
I mean, no. Joffrey wasn't this smart.
Yeah. Steph is like, hey, you're running out of shit. We'll run out of shit if we give you too much. So I got to look out for me and mine.
I got to look out for my folk.
She would instantly be like, somebody is lost in the vaults. Instantly, somebody's lost. I don't know where he went. He's lost.
He gone. I don't know what happened.
He's gone.
I'm sure he'll show up later.
One of the things they were saying is like, we can make a trade. What do you have to trade, Blind Owl? You don't have anything that they need.
Woody for Reg.
No. Amen. I would have.
Oh man, back outside, Lucy's starting to experience withdrawals from all the drugs that she was on the last 2 days, and she asked the ghoul, "You ever been hungry but not for food?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm very experienced with that feeling." Like my man is taking all the drugs; he's ready for
This is why I love this character. I love the ghoul character so much, and Walter Goggins is just knocking this out the park.
Oh, he's killing it. It was made for him. He tells her she can go through multiple days of withdrawals, or she can go the other way, which he considers the only way, and that is to do more drugs.
Do more drugs.
More drugs.
Look, you got to build up your immune system, bruh.
I love how Lucy instantly has that like crackhead mentality or rationalizes and shit. Like, oh, it's actually for the greater good. You know, it's better if I do drugs. Like that'd be better.
Matter of fact,
Dave Chappelle character. Was it Tyrone or something?
Yeah.
Red balls. And she starts off with like the ultimate of the Weenie Hut Jr. entrance is, do you have a cigarette? I think I would like to try one now.
Spring a little crack.
Time, ma'am.
All
right. Spring some crack on it.
He's like, no, one at a time.
No, one drug at a time.
One addiction at a time. Oh, but back at the Brotherhood, Maximus tells Dane to get the kids to safety. He has made up his mind. He is going to kill the Elder Cleric. And meanwhile, Thaddeus is just bumbling around like an idiot, just knocking into everything. Like, how did he not?
Hey, DJ.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I forgot to pull up the chat later. I just wanted to acknowledge our friends that are here. We got a bunch of people coming through. We got Haymaker, the homie, Adamantium is over here, and a lot of them were over with me and Meeks on for the double stream. Me and Heidi did just now. JD the Dragon, my brother.
What? JD, what's up, bro? It's been way too long.
What's going on? Peter Griffin is over here. We got Adamantium, like I said, is in here. Let me scroll down. I know there's a couple more folks, Haymakers around the way. Thank everybody for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Always love to see you. Show enough. Okay, hold on. I think that's a new name. Hello, welcome. And I love that profile picture you got. Let's get that. Who's the master? Show enough.
And yeah, I saw that movie.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, judge me.
You said you what?
I saw the movie, so before you had a question. Hey,
okay.
I thought you said you ain't seen
the amount of points I was about to take off a House Hufflepuff.
Moving from the stream.
Right. I'm right. All right, go ahead, DJ. Thank you for that interlude, bro.
Oh, thanks for being everybody here. You know what we do for you. The freed Vaulties from 31 have found some food outside. Norm tells them to conserve it. They don't know when they'll find more. Would they not be smart enough to realize that on their own? Like they really they're not like little children or like these are some of the smartest minds that they tried to freeze. You really got to tell them to ration food?
You think they're the smartest minds? Oh,
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
They're the most obedient minds.
Yeah, I mean, old boy couldn't get out, and when he put everybody together, they found a way to get out of the vault. So I mean, these are people who have different.
It's not about being smart. It's the fact that they were there when it was being put together.
They
were in charge of the certain things that they knew, because
they all have their own talents. But I think together as a whole, they're fairly smart. I think so.
They are, yeah.
And I think they would be smart enough not to have to like eat all their food and lose it.
No, clearly not. He's like, I like the mouth taste of these dry noodles. Okay.
And how exactly were these people picked? Like Claudia said, she had just driven over that bridge last week. Like it was on her way to the vault.
Yeah.
So what? They just hired these people and then froze them a week later?
That I did question. I'm like, how good you was on this interview? Or who do you know in the upper echelons to the point where like, oh yeah, you're gonna get frozen.
That part. How did y'all, if you were just like an intern last week walking over this bridge to go to your job, how did you end up in the manager's vault? That's why I think, previously I did think that Barb might be in there, but obviously now we know she's not. So where is that upper echelon vault that she was talking about? Because I think that's where she is. I don't know about her daughter, but I'm pretty sure that's where she is. So that's going to be interesting.
I get the feeling wherever the mom is, the daughter is. I don't know why, even though it was
I hope so.
Put off together. I get the feeling that
I think so too. But
I really, really hope so.
I feel like this might be one of your questions, but it's wrong. I'm gonna mention
okay, so
it.
we're asking the wrong question about it. Okay.
No. Because in this section, the thing that I had mentioned before, I wasn't sure was in this episode or the next episode.
Yeah, it's the next episode. That's about the question. I guess no one watched the next episode. I guess
I did. Yeah, I watched it.
I did watch it, but when I do these, I write the outline after I don't watch the next episode until I write the outline.
In
at this point when I'm asking, I don't know anything. But yes, I have.
In this section, they mentioned the future enterprises venture.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Because they were outside talking, and he was asking her about how she get over here, and the guy was like, "What's his name? Reggie? Reggie? What?
I think it's Reggie,
the annoying guy who was like, "Hey, I was worked for Bud.
I was the assistant.
This episode.
I got the sandwiches." Mm-hmm. That guy was like, do you know what's going on with the future enterprise venture?"
Mm-hmm.
I went,
bro. Norm clocked that tea so fast. He was like, "Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I say when we leave and where we're going, and second of all, tell me what you know, or else."
He did not.
And I feel like I feel like Norm is reading the room correctly. That now is competition for the leadership role.
Here's the thing. I mentioned that because the initials are very important, and I want you to hold on to that, DJ.
Okay.
I want you to hold on to that.
Yep. Put a pin in that is what she said.
And yes, Jake, we were going to try to get in 4 and 5, but it's just a little too long, and we're on time constraints tonight.
Yeah,
so
we're on time.
Going to do 4, so we will one way or another try to get 2 done next week for sure.
15 more minutes.
Absolutely. Yep. So, how exactly were these? Like I said, how were they picked, and why were they all in there? And like, are they just brainwashed, easy to brainwash, and that's how they got picked to be put in there?
I wouldn't say brainwashed, but they're like easy to tell what to do. They follow instructions very well. Mm-hmm. Those people are people pleasers. They're gonna do what you ask because you're asking.
They were entry. Mm-hmm. Look at their ages. They were entry level. Mm-hmm. This is like when you go to the office and you're starting off at your first job, you're in the customer service section. You're handling the phones. That's the level these guys are on.
Well, a lot of them are. I mean, look at Lucy's dad, Hank. He was Barb's assistant. He was the secretary, and now he's.
But Barb was high up there.
And and like when he got on that thing last week, he was like, "By the time you get done, you're going to be begging me to help you guys." So there is definitely a hierarchy somewhere at another vault. I'm guessing because
I feel like it might have been the release schedule. Like the more seasoned people were released earlier to breed with the people that were in there before they got to the ones who were least experienced, because they were supposed to build up like rules and regulations and how things should have been done in the vault. But Norm was like, and open sesame, because he was trapped. So
yeah.
Well, now that they have food, Bud Haskins' assistant introduces himself and hints that he knows a little something, like he said, about what's going on with the experiment and what needs to happen next. And Norm decides to let it play out and lets Ronnie lead the team to whatever phase 2 is supposed to be about. So what's up, fandom? I'm guessing, I know these guys have seen it. Do we have any idea what phase 2 is about?
Hell no to the no.
That's why I didn't even ask me, because I was like,
even then, I was like, is he being serious, or is he was just like questioning, like, okay?
But he was like testing to see if he could
I think he was like testing Norm though, like what you really know. Like, I think I know more than you. Should you really be running the squad? And he's and that's why he was peeking around corners later in the next one, because he knew, like, I don't know if you're the one who should be in charge here. But over in Vault 32, Woody seems to be having a hard time pretty much hard time as Davey. He just cannot adjust to the new surroundings and get to the right spots. Like they're going to the lady man's rooms and all things.
Like, sir, you made up a word. Like, sir, you just made up a word. That's not motivation.
Davey goes as far to say like what he wouldn't give to go back to Vault 33. Like he had to remember the scene that Woody made when he was being made to leave 33. So I don't think that was an accident saying that like that. It almost seems like he's fishing for like-minded people to go back. Is this the start of a rebellion, Meeks?
I would say kind of, sort of. It's like the slow, because they're slow to like buck against the tradition, especially over there. And not to mention, they scared of stuff. So that's different than Betty. Betty, they see her as a confidant. They see her as somebody they can talk to. Steph, I feel like don't nobody like Steph, and didn't nobody like Steph. And now they really don't like Steph.
Yeah,
now they're afraid of Steph. So,
her clout is built on mean girl energy.
I can see them going there eventually, but as of right now, they're going to try to make it work and do what they do the best they can.
Betty meets with Steph to tell her about the breakout of Vault 31 and how she found Bud upside down in a mop bucket. And Stephanie didn't seem to be worried. One, that was kind of cool that we found out that absolutely was Bud Haskins as that robot. Like that was his brain stuff. So that did get solidified. And Betty said, we need to cooperate. But Steph didn't look like she was interested in sharing power. Even used the baby that she obviously could care less about as an excuse not to help the other second vault. So is she just on some evil shit, or is she just being a good overseer, being like, hey, I gotta take care of me and mines? What do you think, AK?
Those two things are not mutually exclusive. I feel like she absolutely is like, she carries that mean girl energy. She is like the Regina George of the vault. But at the same time, that is a sound decision that she made. She's not just looking out for her baby, because I agree with Meeks. I don't think she gives a damn about that baby. But she does have to make sure that kid is provided for. And also, as the overseer, she has to make sure that their operations are running smoothly too. So it makes sense for her to be that ruthless. I mean, and yes, there's supposed to be that trio partnership or whatever, but my systems aren't breaking down. And we have people over here to take care of. Also, you have nothing to trade. What do I possibly need to give up my Reese's for anything that you could give me? They can't even grow crops good anymore. You don't have anything to trade. So no, I got to look forward to what we're doing and taking care of us. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Hey, Mother Roan, thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Mother Roan.
Yeah, she seems power hungry already. Absolutely. Like just evil and looking out for herself. And I mean, maybe not even her vaulties. Like when it comes down, she's definitely taking care of her and her. But yeah, and she is going to look out for her vault over the other ones. Like, hey, I might have been with all you people, but we always had different opinions on how to run things, Betty. And you're a solver, but I do this. Like I'm about this life and I'm about to keep it. That was crazy. There's barely anybody over there they can afford to share. They could, but she is not on that mind frame. She's looking at the big picture.
Exactly.
I don't know how long you're going to be out of water. I don't know how long we need to live with this.
And honestly, I don't blame her. That is a sound decision as an overseer.
That's why I said maybe she's the better overseer than Betty. Like Betty's just trying to share.
Like, yeah, low-key.
We die together.
Betty's over here wasting resources for a club meeting every week.
Yeah, Steph's like, oh no, that ain't happening out here. So what's up, fandom? Is there going to end up being some vault-on-vault violence soon when the water dries up?
I hope so, because I mean, the way again, ever since I've been on these streams, I get like suggested all these YouTube shorts and vaults. A lot of common things be like, oh yeah, there's be a lot of civil war, back and forth. So when that water does run dry, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be Civil War time. Betty's fighting for the survival of her fellow vaulties, and Steph is playing politics. But I don't know. She says she'll consider a trade if Betty brings her the lockbox that Hank brought with him from the vaults before the wars. So what's up, AK? Do we have any idea on what's in that box?
My guess is that it is a plethora of information that has been kept in the restricted section at Hogwarts, so to speak. Or there's actually a what do they call it?
A Gek.
A Gek, yes. Or it's a Gek that's sitting in there, and a Gek is basically well, they said they mentioned it last season too, didn't they?
Or yeah, they did. A garden of Eden creation kit.
Yeah, basically, if you look at what Shady Sands was, a Gek would make that paradise, and it would jumpstart all of them to actually getting back to normality, to what Earth was before.
Terraforming,
and because that's so valuable, that's what I think is in there, because she is like super honed in on that.
So yeah, I don't. Betty actually was an overseer. If you remember looking back on the,
she was.
Yeah, she was already done. She had her turn. She was done.
She had already done a rotation, so she's definitely been.
She's only back in there because Hank is gone.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, exactly. If Hank was there, but then again, why was Hank there so long? Like everybody else was just doing 10-year runs. Been up here for everybody else was doing like 4 to 6 year runs, and Hank's been up there for 26 years. So.
He's like that mask of the good guy. charismatic leaders. Look that shit up if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Yeah, Steph is scary.
Chris
She's a beautiful woman, but she is about that
but
life.
She's scurry. I mean, you see how she has that patch on looking like Daryl Hannah from Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm. Woody, lost in the vaults, finds himself like creeping in on like a secret meeting and not sure what all he heard, but this is not going to end well for somebody. Like, you're not supposed to be up here. You should have went right when you're supposed to go left.
Mm-hmm.
Up top, Lucy's tweaking and not really in a regular mind. Like before entering downtown Vegas, like the ghoul stopped saying something and he's like, something doesn't feel right. And he says, like, we all look up and see a pack of turned Elvis impersonators. And she says, like, the ghoul's like, we should just head to the other side of town and restock on supplies. But didn't the NCR just hook them up with a bunch of supplies, Meek? Why are they not already set?
Yes, they hooked him up with some guns. However, I think he was trying to manage her addiction, and they didn't have that. They didn't have that stuff.
So that's
what.
Tweaked out Lucy wasn't trying to hear it. She is done with side quests.
She really wasn't.
That is right in there, and right in there is where I'm going. He's like not sure if it was the drugs or all her time up in the wasteland, but Lucy always so cautious about not murdering people. Like, why all of a sudden, like, did she decide to turn this situation into an old school saloon shoot 'em up arcade game, AK?
I'm sorry, say that again, please. I was handling a block that I need to put through.
Lucy was always so close, like just shooting people in the leg or shooting people in the ass. Like she never killed anybody, but all of a sudden she just went ham up in here. Why is she okay with killing people? Like she would turn around like, oh, they're just ghouls, right? Like why all of a sudden change her heart? Does she not feel ghouls have the same right to live as she does?
I don't know. I can't say that she's fully in her right mind right now. She's going through heavy withdrawals and she's never had to deal with that. Mm-hmm. So I think her mind is a bit skewed right now.
That's what
that's the only thing I could think of.
That's the drugs talking. At what
and
point?
And I think he's right. Yeah, that's the drugs talking.
It's literally drugs talking.
When she was up at the NRC, Chris, when she was out for those 2 days, those all the
pumped her full of
drugs being pumped through her.
Because like whenever it comes to these apocalyptic times, usually the medicines of old years, like absinthe, and then putting actual cocaine in the Coca-Cola formula, shit like that tends to come back. So yeah, she's hooked now.
That was so brutal when she looked right at him though, and just like they're just ghouls, right? Like
I know. I was like,
what that was so rude. Racist, man. It's like what happened?
Rude as fuck.
Life, everybody was supposed to be okay, and now all of a sudden we just a ghoul hater. I was like, the one that saved your ass more than anybody.
I just felt like she was just like, I need to go that way, and they're in the way, so I'm going to go this way.
But she just like blow some kneecaps off like she did the first time, but she was quick. She's like, nope, I'm a headhunter now.
Well, here's the thing. You don't want to like kneecap a feral because they're still coming. You gotta demolish a feral. You can't kneecap them.
The last ghoul was limping away, trying to mind his own business.
Nah, he wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
That was a feral.
This was brotherhood on it.
Yeah, the Kings were definitely that version. Those little bit of the Kings were all feral. So unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but he was running away.
He wasn't running away. He was just faced the opposite direction.
See, that's that brotherhood mentality.
No, it's not, because an actual ghoul can turn and talk to you. What they were doing, those were feral. There were no words. I've been ping-ponging and papping him for a while.
Yeah.
After all that shooting, Lucy noticed how bad her hands were trembling. Like, will that come into play later and be a problem? Like, all of a sudden she can't shoot or be so accurate because she's all fiending.
That's what happens in the game. It gives you, if you get addicted to something and you don't continuously take it, it gives you debuffs.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh,
that's
shit.
part of the game. I love that.
Yes, it is.
That's cool.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's cool that they put it. It's cool that they put it in there. Is what
I'm trying to carry things, and I got to take buff out because it gives you extra 3 strengths. You can carry stuff, so I can carry 60 more pounds of stuff. I got to take buff out until I go see a doctor.
Oh, that's awesome.
You are encumbered. You are encumbered.
Well, speaking of encumbered, Thaddeus is still being a bumbling idiot back in the Brotherhood base. Like, I love like how he's just talking out loud while he's walking. Like, you belong here. You are loved. Everybody could hear him outside.
Like, why in a suit would you go into the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Why do you not know how to walk downstairs?
He's never been in a suit before.
Yeah, that was insane. Like, he realizes what a bad idea it is to be here, but before he can leave, he runs into Elder McRae, and Maximus goes in to kill the Elder Cleric. I don't know. Do you think Quintus knew he was coming to kill him, Meeks?
I don't think he knew what the hell was happening until he saw his face, and he was like, okay, so this is what we're doing. So why are we doing this? Because you notice while he was talking to Max, he wasn't like immediately trying to kill him, because he could have attempted that. But he was talking to him like, what's the problem? What are we doing here? Why are you not following instructions? What's the real issue? And then he finally got to the point. He was like,
but because you're right. Like right out of the gate, he asked, like, what did you do? So did he already know that it was a fake, or like how did he know what was going on with that?
I just felt like he read his face and knew, because he helped, he raised him from the time he was a child, pretty much brought him to the Brotherhood, and he was there with him the entire time. There was affinity for him. So I'm figuring he knows the, oh shit, I done fucked up on his face. And the reason why he was there in the first place.
Didn't Dane like ask him that same question too?
Yes. As soon as he got off the vertibird, and Dane was like, what are you doing? Why'd you take him out
one
there?
look at his face.
Dane
like
took one look at Thaddeus bumbling around and knew it wasn't oh boy. So
and then looked at him like, what did you do?
They had some visuals.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy just seemed to know instantly. And Jake, like, Thaddeus made it that far because, like he said, he's really good at running. So that's how he's made it that far. Like, he found a place to hide, some ghouls to hide with, make some money, and he's doing his thing. He's really good at running. Speaking of, like, he's in the cafeteria and talking to the heads of the two other chapters. They're both trying to strike a deal with the Commonwealth liaison, and they're both literally willing to kill Quintus today if he so desires. So whether Maximus like does it or didn't, like, wasn't the Elder Cleric's days numbered pretty much regardless?
Yeah, when that was happening, I was like, well, shit, yeah, I really didn't like him.
I mean, one of these heads was ready to off him for free. So, I mean, this man's days were numbered right out the gate. It didn't matter whether Maximus gets him or not.
No, they were doing anything to save their necks at this point. Because now that the one of the Commonwealth liaisons knew what the hell was happening, if he made it back home with that information, and like y'all weren't gonna make it.
What's up, Blub? I didn't even notice on the first watch how Elder McRae like told the other commander if he didn't stop talking, she'd stick a knife in his mouth.
She said what she said.
Yeah.
Rating. That woman, like, he talks, you better pay heed. I was like,
she has no time for the bullshit.
Said what she said.
She is
saying with your chest.
I was like, damn. Oh, Dane heads in to steal the fusion core, so it seems like they were ready to tear this whole place down like the first chance they got. So taking out the fusion core, isn't that pretty much game over for the Brotherhood of that whole place? That's the thing that raised the whole thing, right?
No.
Or at least got it online.
Well,
it was the artifact that got it.
Yeah, it was the cold fusion that they took out, not the fusion core. The fusion core was what made the fans come on. The cold fusion is that little teeny tiny thing in the glass jar. So they were going to take cold fusion, which wouldn't have shut down the base. It would have shut down their operation of producing.
Whoa.
Oh,
we lost her.
Damn it. Well, see, I don't. Oh, hold on. She about to come back. I gotta. Where's she going?
Come back.
You see my face? I'm like.
Talking shit about the Brotherhood.
Miss Minutes is hating. I swear, Miss Minutes is straight hating, bro.
I was like,
lurking.
What happened?
No clue. It just went. The host is trying to join. I was like, who is the
what?
Right? What host? We're not in Westworld. What you
like
mean?
Chris says, they managed to keep the technology in good condition for it all being 200 years, but we can't do it with it just being a couple years old. I don't know what happened. Quintus didn't make a very good. Quentin didn't make for very good allies. He's not meant for greatness.
Pretty much. I agree with that.
Yeah. Quintus said he found Maximus in the ruins of Shady Sands. Was he really the one in that knight's armor who found
Was that him in the suit?
Yeah. See, I was saying that throughout the first damn season. I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. And lo and behold. Okay. It would have been nice if we actually saw that.
Got confirmation of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have very good security for their cold fusion.
It was literally out in the open.
Yeah.
It was out in the open on the table.
Both were the same way. Like, nobody guards it for as important as that shit is. Like, I'd have two people on that at all times.
Apparently not.
You need to find jobs for these people. Shit, Chet needs a job. I'm telling you. Like, I don't know. Is he just I don't know. Was he just saying that, Meeks? Was he the one in that suit, or was he just the one in charge at the time taking credit for it?
I don't know. That's up in the air. I would like to think that he would be the one in the suit because Max has such an affinity for him. Like he was going to follow this man anywhere, and especially after what happened last season when he had that the dude in the power armor behind him being like speak, and it scared the Jesus into him. So I would figure like there had to be some kind of connection. That's the reason why he kept forgiving his tomfoolery and shenanigans.
Yeah, why didn't Maximus pull the trigger? Like, was it because he believes the Elder Cleric's visions are actually better to lead than like with him and his no vision? Like, why didn't he kill him, AK?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Why didn't Maximus kill the Elder Cleric?
Because he's the driving force behind whatever their main side quest that they're doing right now is. He's the one that's actually trying to. He's kind of in the warmonger seat, I think, and we saw that from last episode. Is that he's trying to get everything together to go up against their other faction. I forget what the faction is. Is it the NCR?
Which one?
No, the Commonwealth. It's the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
He and I think that's what that he's trying to stop by taking him out. It basically wipes the slate because he's the only one that's really gunning for that plot.
Yeah, I was asking for that earlier, Chris. How come some of the other ghouls don't need drugs, but Cowboy Ghoul does? I think it's because he's so much older and so much farther along.
Yep.
He has to keep it going. But yeah, Jake Maximus just isn't a killer. I mean, he does try to do the right thing. He, like you said, he just keeps getting put in shitty situations that make him do these things.
Exactly. If he's pushed to it, he's definitely going to do it, but he's not going to be his first option.
I knew right when Quentin's called him my son, he was going to try to kill Maximus.
He buckled, and Quentin was like,
if Maximus had told the Elder about saving ghoul kids, would he have forgiven Maximus, do you think, Phantom?
Nah.
He was going to get, I mean, right now, he kind of needs all the loyal guns around him he can kit.
But you literally heard him constantly. Wait, talking about his boss?
Yeah, the Elder Cleric.
Nah, because wasn't he literally saying abominations repeatedly the moment he said about ghouls?
Well, he said if he didn't. Like,
I'm saying if he didn't say that. Yeah. If he didn't mention the ghoul kids, do you think he would have forgiven him?
Yeah. I would have said kids, since he knows like how the Brotherhood feels about ghouls. I would have said, like, oh, he's about to go kill some random kids, or weirdly. He's like, oh, okay.
He doesn't lie, though. Maximus, he's done lying. He tries to keep it real, so...
That's man, at this point, keep it like just keep lying, man.
I gotta say, Maximus does have shit instincts for a soldier. Like, how do you not realize that man is heading straight for a weapon? Like, you had your gun aimed at him this entire time, and he still gets a drop on you. What? Like, what is that?
Copium.
And how did that other Elder get his firearm from the stormtroopers? Like, he missed McRae from point blank range.
I don't know. Who did he shoot the dude with the thing in his mouth? Is that who he shot? Because I know he shot in that direction, but I didn't see where it hit.
He missed. He missed everything from point blank. I was like, he got his training straight from stormtroopers.
Stormtrooper.
Nobody. Yeah. You are far feet in front of this man. That was killing me. But Maximus tells Dane, I couldn't do it. And he just left Quintus in the room. And Dane said that you don't need to apologize for not killing someone. But funny seeing like how it's Dane's actions that truly set this whole thing off. And now a whole bunch of people are going to die.
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of ironic. Do you think Quintus is going to make it out of there alive, AK?
For now, I think so. He may not survive the season, or he'll drop in like the last episode. And wait, the one that's coming out is about to be the last one, right?
Yeah, next week is the last episode.
Yeah, the Elder Clear. Okay, if he doesn't die next episode, then it'll probably be like the first episode for next season.
Yep, Thaddeus was having a panic attack.
Oh yeah.
Plus, if you don't see a body, most likely they're still alive.
And also, thank you, Adamantium. I really appreciate that. Especially nowadays. I am still building the laptop fund.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Dane gives Maximus the artifact, which I'm guessing will become a pretty big deal at some point. Like, will Maximus make his own faction of the Brotherhood somewhere? Or is he just going to like roam it alone looking for Lucy out there in the wasteland?
That one, that option.
You going looking for Lucy?
Yeah, no.
All you never across the board, yes.
There is no other
faction
look
for his boo.
Yeah.
Why did Maximus bounce out without his suit? like that would have been the first thing I would have grabbed if I'm going to be running out. Like, I don't know. Will he go
They
back
can
and
track
grab
those.
one? What's that?
They're low jacked. They're low. The suits are low jacked. They can track those.
Well, his buddy's still in one. I mean, Thaddeus is still sporting his.
Mm-hmm.
So he just has
exactly.
to split up from Thaddeus.
Well, like Thaddeus can't take his off right now. Because regardless of what's going on, even the Brotherhood are shooting at each other. They see a ghoul, they're going to stop shooting at each other and shoot the ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's like that? Crazy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Will he go back and grab one from the vertibird that he left at Thaddeus's mint? Go back and grab the other suit there?
It's crushed.
No, there's no way he can. The helmet is crushed. There's no way
that's
he can use it.
That's why Max got out of
That's why he left it.
And had Thaddeus in his.
I wonder if there's another one in the vertibird. He said he had extras. I wonder how many extras he had.
It was just a spare.
It was just the spare. Yeah, and the spare was the one that Maximus was using.
Yeah, okay. Down in 32, Woody's lodging a complaint to the person he's lodging a complaint about. Like, Steph isn't the type to like put up with any static. What, if anything, do we think is going to happen to Woody if he doesn't stop questioning and tattling about her to her? Like, what do we think is going to happen?
That whole conversation spoke of the conversation that Ned had with Cersei. And
oh my God.
I'm gonna pull up Varys's line here, because what on earth possessed you to tell that woman what the fuck you saw happening? Why did you think that was okay?
Because he's not smart.
Hey,
you poor sweet summer child.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he died next episode.
Yeah, or sometime soon. Him and Reg.
Steph ain't gonna have that shit looking around.
Yeah,
you're gonna see a big feast, and you're not gonna be like, "Yo, this meat is good. Where this came from?" I don't know. It was recommended by Woody.
Oh,
where is
next
Woody?
Thing you know, he's gonna choke on a fishbone.
It's like dog meat. While Steph and Woody talk, Chet has a peek under a false bottom in Steph's drawers, and he finds her OG ID. Like, she's not originally from the vault; she's from Canada. Like, what is that going to turn out to be? Chet doesn't really know what to make of it until he like hears Woody ask what Steph meant when she said experiment while talking to Betty. So is this going to be the catalyst that finally gets Chet started to like up and leave Betty, or at least stand up to him?
I think he's going to start moving in the shadows, but as far as him leaving,
it's a battery in the back. It's got him like really wondering and considering.
Because before you were just putting up with it. Now it's like, okay, I should have been with Norm here, and then like,
yeah.
Norm. That's gonna be crazy. And what fandom? Do we still have any idea what this experiment is, or what phase 2 is, or what the hell is going on in the overall part of this entire series?
I'm still like 50-50 on that. It's like, was he just saying that just get Norm? But at the same time, it's like we still don't know like what the hell was it truly they were killing each other for. At least me and you, DJ. I don't know about AK and Meeks.
Like, well, I'm out here lost. Lucy and the Ghoul enter downtown Las Vegas, and it's empty. Like, if you're walking through a ghost town that's supposed to be filled with people, are you just going to be out there randomly yelling out loud? Like, what is this? What? Like, Dad? I mean, are you screaming, Meeks?
But she's also on the crack.
She's on the.
You can't tell a crackhead what to do. Like,
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
But if I was the Ghoul, I'd have been like, "Girl, if you don't shut your mouth and quit all that yelling, and you are about to get us."
And he said like something is off.
Yeah,
like,
he's
like no one there, and I'm like,
so concerned. He's so concerned, and I was too, because it's bustling. Because outside of they weren't even on the strip. They were outside of it in Freeside to get to the strip, because that's how it's circled. It's like Las Vegas has a wall. It's like a wall around it, and inside of that wall are different pockets of Freeside, and then inside of that is a wall, and that's the strip. So the fact that all outside the wall where people who can't afford to be in the strip live and it's empty.
Oh man. Especially when dog meat bounced out, right then I'd been like, time to go. Like the dog senses something.
Exactly.
Around. I got to go.
Always follow the animals.
Absolutely. Lucy found that giant egg, and she thought like it was just from some giant radiated chicken. Like the Ghoul's like, that is not from a chicken. And naive little Lucy thinks whatever it is, like they can take it. Sweet, sweet summer child. Like one day, is she ever going to learn before she speaks?
No, I mean, I can't be mad at her right now because it's the drugs. Literally, she's high as hell. She's like, I got this. I got it. Give it to me. I got it. I'm like, okay, girl.
What we see come smashing through that door is the same beast that Coop saw and came face to face with before the bombs dropped. Like, is that the same exact beast? And if so, like, does he remember him? He would have to, wouldn't he?
No, I don't think it's the same one.
Oh, you don't think it's the exact same one? Like, I was like, would the beast remember if that was him? Like, smell him, but you don't think that's the same one?
I don't think it's the same one.
Great grandfather. Oh, mention you, Coop. But
we don't know how long they live.
Yeah, but it's also a completely different location, so they have to get from Alaska.
It is a different location, but I like what Fandom just said there. Like, it could be it's Spawn. Sometimes in these stories, and I know that it's not. I know it's not in Fallout. No, I know it's not in the Fallout lore, but for the show and how they had it in, how they had it looking with him, it could be kind of like the Goa'uld, where they're born with genetic memories. No. I'm probably thinking too far into that tinfoil, but I still think it's possible.
They are down to there's core animals. Some of them are intelligent, but the intelligent ones were killed off long ago, so we don't know if there's any more intelligent ones left. The ones that are there can eat you.
Yeah, somehow Lucy still doesn't seem worried. She just looks the beast up and down and just simply says, "Okie dokie." What a great callback. What's up, Phantom? What do we think of this episode?
I saw that episode again. The moment I saw the freaking Deathclaw, I'm like, yeah, I gotta run. And so happens I saw a YouTube short where someone like fired a bazooka at it and it just like dusted off and started charging at the player.
Just
I
wait
would
till
have
it
turned
dodges.
it off. Like, oh
that
my
shit
god,
we could turn the game off.
Like, game over. Oh, how about you, AK? What do we think of this episode?
I really liked it, and the introduction of the Deathclaws coming in, I thought was extremely accurate. Like, again, I don't know how they act in the main game, but in Fallout Shelter, they will come in and wreck shop at least 4 of your floors if you don't have enough people manning the stations with good weapons at the top and at the vault door. So yeah, and I like that they portrayed them as deadly as they are, because these aren't no lightweight things. Like, we've seen the Yagway, we've seen the Rad Roaches, we've seen the Scorpions. These motherfuckers are top tier. So it's not easy at all to get rid of them, and I think they portrayed that very nicely. I appreciated the humor as always between Coop and Lucy. That they're my favorite tag team on this side quest adventure that we're on, and I will definitely be in for the rest of the episodes coming up. We only got 2 more to talk about, and the next one drops this week. Or is it next week?
Next week.
I think it's this week. Yeah, next week. Okay. Yeah. So all together, I will say I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 Deathclaws for this episode.
How about you, Meeks? How are they doing keeping to the original story and keeping it real?
When I tell you I had to pause my reaction and give a 5-minute dissertation on them pulling out deep lore about Deathclaws, that people who were really fans of the game, if you didn't pay attention or you didn't play 1 or 2, then you didn't know. And I'm like, a lot of people came in at 3, which is okay and fine. That's why I always recommend play 1 and 2. But I was like, wow, they pulled that shit from they went to the bottom of the box, dust that off and handed it out. So I was really, and man, Tim, I don't want it. I don't want that. But I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed seeing more of the area and just seeing how people maneuver and how they're really trying to like drop some Easter eggs and some hints about what's coming around the pipe for them. I really enjoyed it. Loved it.
Absolutely here for it. Yeah, Haymaker says 9 Elvis impersonators.
9 Elvises.
You know. Well, as usual, we got just a couple trivia questions. See what anybody remembers about this episode. If you're still watching, make sure you put these answers over in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. Let's get it in. Where was the battle being waged in the opening scene?
Alaska.
Yeah, Alaskan front. Absolutely correct. And what was Coop's call sign in the Marines? Ooh, deep cut right out the gate. Deep cut.
Jake,
right
I know you got the cliff notes. Pop it in the chat.
Oh, this is a deep cut.
I was not paying attention to that. You're right.
Like, just for shits and giggles, I want to say Maverick, but I know that's not it.
What was Scoop's call sign in the Marines? Everybody knows that one? Put it in the comment section. Absolutely correct, Haymaker. It was Alaska. Who were Coop and Charlie searching for? What were they doing out there?
They were searching for the Reds.
But yeah,
but they were
did
searching
they say
for
specific red.
No, they said specifically what they were searching for.
Target.
Was it
Oh,
the
you're so close. You're so close, Jake.
We're looking for?
So close.
Was it Ready Player One?
Oh, Jake came close to it. Oh, anybody knows the actual answer? Get it? Hey, there you go. Jake nailed it.
Raider 3. There it is.
We don't know what Raider 3 is, though. I mean, do we know what a Raider 3 is there, Meeks?
It could be one of the stealth. The Chinese had stealth suits, so it could be one of the stealth suits.
Okay.
But yeah.
Speaking of, what series armor was Coop wearing? What were the faulty armor?
Was it a 45s?
Was it the
E45? Bringing it home. There you go.
Hey,
got one. How long did the ghoul say Lucy would go through withdrawals without more drugs?
It was like a week or two.
Is
5
it 3
days.
weeks?
I'm gonna say 5 days.
Oh, we're gonna give it to
It
you.
was
He said 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
Good. Close enough. We give it to you. 4 or 5 days. Bada boom, bada bing. Who was Bud Haskins' assistant?
Oh, that fucking asshole.
Ronnie Reggie. Oh no, it's Ronnie somebody. I can't remember his last name. Don't ask me his last name.
Ronnie,
I hate that
Bobby,
guy, though.
Ricky, and Mike.
I hate him.
He's such a freaking jock dude, bro, man. Still in his high school era, being a cunt all day.
Absolutely. Anybody know that? And you said there was something specific about we need to lock about his initials.
What he said that he asked him, like, did you know about the future Enterprises venture?
Mm-hmm.
I know you. You're gonna write that down, and then you're gonna key up on it. You're gonna go through episode 5 again, and then you're gonna things are gonna think.
Yeah,
things are gonna think for you.
Write that down. Put an asterisk next to it, DJ.
Well, she's absolutely correct. His name is Ronnie. For extra credit, put down his last name in the chat if you're watching later. What is his last name? His name is not Chad.
No, he is. He's saying he is a Chad.
He's a Chad. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How long ago was Betty woken up? How long ago was Betty woken up?
Wasn't it 30 years ago? No, was it 40?
We said that?
We're going to give it to him. It was 40. Well done, Phantom.
Right. Good job. Good job.
Oh, what was the female elder's name? I said it in the breakdown.
You sure enough did, and I sure enough did forget.
And I don't remember. Yep.
You sure enough did.
We heard you, but we did not commit it to memory.
Did not lock that one in. He's a Chad type. Absolutely correct. He is a Chad type.
He is.
Who can tell us who was the female elder's name? You got that one? Put it on the chat box. 40 years is correct, Jake. You nailed that one. Catching up to it. And keeping it moving. Anybody who knows that, put it up there. Where was she from? What chapter was she from?
Was she the Canyon? She's either Canyon or Yosemite.
Hey,
wait, who's the? Okay, I was gonna. Do you mean the NCR?
Then that means if she's
who we're talking about?
No, we're talking about the Brotherhood. Remember how they had the people at the table? Yeah. I think the Canyon one was the one with the actual piece of plastic in his head or some shit.
Yeah, she was from the Yosemite chapter. Well done. How much did the Coronado chapter say they'd kill Quintus for?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh my gosh, it was something stupid because
like
she said she would do it for
1,000
free.
caps.
Oh, Jake bringing it in. Absolutely correct. Yep. How many
bottles of Nuka-Cola?
Anybody remember that? How much did the Coronado chapter say they'd kill Quintus for? Anybody knows that? Put it in the comment section.
I want to say 5, but that's not right. 500 caps is not right. It might be like 250, maybe. It was something stupid. Something stupid. Because she said free, and I would take free over paying you anything.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I will tell you, it's not in caps. Oh, I knew Jake was about to bring it home. 300 fusion cores. 300 fusion cores. Absolutely correct. What's Steph's last name?
I'm sorry.
What is Steph's last name?
Lannister.
She's not up there doing the freaky deaky stuff. That's some redheaded. That's some
You don't got to be doing that. You could still be a Lannister and just because you're doing some really random obscure bullshit.
You feel it. Anybody know what is Steph's last name? Put that in the chat box or in the comment section down below. Anybody knows? If you don't know that, then you're probably not going to know. How tall is she?
She's like 6 feet.
5'6".
I'll tell you, they put it in centimeters.
Oh Lord, I don't know that.
Hey, pinche. How you gonna ask
Hey,
American
that's what
school
was written
folks
down.
about metrics?
That is what was written down. You tell me. They from Canada doing it up there. Oh, anybody know what her birthday was?
Oh, child, please.
What a time! What a time to need. No, what a time to need Heidi here. If Heidi was here, she could did that conversion quick fast for us. And I'm saying that for y'all that don't know, because Heidi is Canadian.
Oh, you are so close.
Oh, I think Jake got it. There it is.
Jake got it. 172 centimeters. Absolutely correct.
Of course.
Haymaker, you are so close, but not quite.
Steph Cooper.
There it is. Adam.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. It's Steph Harper. No, it's Harper.
Oh, yep, Harper. Okay.
It's Harper.
Look at the chat
well
catching
done,
it.
Well done.
Listen. Bink, 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 bink.
Yo, the eventually the chat literally always comes through.
Listen, the chat is clutching
just
right
like
now.
Eventually the Starks are always right. Winter is coming.
Look at Jake nail it. Oh, you wanted a birthday? Here you go. Boom. Day after Valentine's Day.
Look at this motherfucker right here.
He said I'm here.
I feel like Jake gets extra cool points for that.
Oh, bringing it back, something a little easier for everybody. When entering Vegas, where did the ghoul suggest going for information on what was happening?
Do y'all know that before I answer?
I do not have an answer. I didn't take notes for this episode.
Free side?
Yeah.
Absolutely free side. Correct. Oh, I thought that was an easy one. That's the only place we know about inside Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing there was an answer. And last but not least, there was a neon sign in Vegas that said lucky. What was the number underneath?
38 and
that
is a major plot point.
Let me tell you something.
Everybody their mama knows.
I was going to say Slevin just because of the movie.
Oh yeah, Lucky 38 is like one of the most recognizable buildings in Fallout New Vegas.
Wow.
Nice. That's cool.
And then, I noticed we see it in the next one. But when I was writing, like I said, I always write these before I watch the next one. So, I thought that would have been a deep cut. But no, it ends up being a thing. So, it looks like we're onto something. Absolutely correct. Freeside 38 brought it home. You guys crushed it. Well done. Between you
chat
and
was chatting for the people.
Absolutely.
Right, yo. High five to the chat because y'all held it down, bruh.
Trying to hold it down. Oh, but that is going to do it for us. You guys got anything going on this weekend before you come back on Tuesday?
Sleep.
Trivia Friday.
Right. And
we got
digging
some
out snow.
What's that?
Digging out some more snow.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, supposed
we
to be
are literally
Sunday.
walking. Yeah, we're walking through the frozen tundras over here, and we're supposed to get hit with another cold wave over the weekend too.
Oh, wow.
So so I'm gonna probably sound worse than this next week when I'm on.
Stay tucked in, stay warm, stay cozy. Oh man, grab all
Indeed.
of them.
So like Fandom was saying, there is trivia tomorrow. It is on our beloved Duncan Egg. There's 2 episodes out, so there's some good content there if you haven't watched it just
and
yet.
the rest of the book as well.
Indeed. And we'll be back here talking about Night of the 7 Kingdoms Tuesday with DJ and Fandom, and then Thursday with Heidi and some special guests. And I think that's it for now. We do have Percy Jackson finishing up, Stranger Things wrapping up. Sinners is also still on the list. There's several other things coming up, but
Oh, wow.
we have to do things in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, that's right. Daredevil season 2 is coming out. Wonder Man is also out. That is on the list. So, it's slow going, but we will get to these things, folks. In the meantime, definitely head over to Meeks' channels because she got the reactions to tide you over for the discussions.
Absolutely. Make sure you Woo, make sure you got all those subs. Make sure you got the bells hit. Make sure you got all the things. So when those things come out, you are well aware and you can be here for it. Other than that, we want to thank everybody that was here. Oh, I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you next Tuesday or tomorrow. You guys have a great weekend. Be easy.
Bye.
One addiction at a time.
Mm-mm-mm.